do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop in the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is the National Football League.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. 2 and a throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. Now back to the ground game with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Now the veteran of a handful of teams, it's Chase Edmonds. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun. Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it as we resume action. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mayfield on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10. To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a... Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this 3rd quarter of play. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And here comes Berrios.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Play action, now it's Tua.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards, the final tally.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Berrios. A beautiful fake. A very good return there. Give him an even 20-yard. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Seems like the measuring stick for receiver. For a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty.
Oh, that's into a double team. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Second down, Mayfield. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First down, here's White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the...
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill high in the air to bring it in. And the Dolphins pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point. Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the... This one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield down. There's a short one taken in by Otten. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big and amazing. Part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Mayfield. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won. The game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the turnover, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should have attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask